Have you ever pondered why the Vietnam War, one of the longest and most controversial conflicts of the 20th century, actually occurred? This war, spanning 2 decades from the mid-50s to the mid-70s, was a significant chapter in global history. It's a tale of power struggles, ideologies, and the indomitable human spirit. The Vietnam War was not just a regional conflict in Southeast Asia. It resonated around the world, impacting international relations and influencing domestic policies in various countries. The reasons behind this war, however, are not as straightforward as one might think. They are complex, multifaceted, deeply rooted in historical context and intertwined with the global politics of the time. They span from the fear of communism's spread to the struggle for national identity and sovereignty. So what sparked this conflict that changed the course of history? This video will present the top 3 reasons for the Vietnam War. The first key reason, the domino theory, was a Cold War policy that suggested a communist government in one nation would quickly lead to communist takeovers in neighboring states. This theory was born out of fear and paranoia, as the world was divided between 2 superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union. The US, championing democracy and capitalism, saw the rise of communism as a direct threat to its ideological and political interests. Vietnam, located in Southeast Asia, became a key battleground in this ideological war. The US believed that if Vietnam fell to communism, it would set off a domino effect, leading other countries in the region to follow suit. This fear of a communist takeover became a significant motivator for the US to get involved in Vietnam. The objective was clear: to prevent the dominoes from falling, to stop the spread of communism at all costs. So the fear of communism spreading like dominoes was a major trigger for the war. The second reason, nationalism and decolonization, played a pivotal role in the Vietnam conflict. The Vietnamese people were no strangers to foreign rule, having been under French colonial control for over 6 decades. This era was marked by suppression and exploitation, fueling a strong sense of nationalism among the Vietnamese. This fervor for freedom and self-governance was embodied by Ho Chi Minh, a charismatic leader who envisioned a unified Vietnam free from foreign rule. His vision and leadership invigorated the Vietnamese resistance against the French, adding another layer of complexity to the already volatile situation. The fight for independence wasn't just about shaking off the shackles of colonial rule. It was also about reclaiming national identity and asserting sovereignty. This process of decolonization, driven by intense nationalism, significantly escalated the conflict, transforming it from a localized dispute into a full-blown war. So the intense nationalism and the process of decolonization accelerated the conflict. The third reason, the Gulf of Tonkin incident, was the tipping point that escalated the Vietnam War. This incident, which unfolded in August 1964, saw US ships allegedly come under attack by North Vietnamese vessels in the Gulf of Tonkin, a body of water located off the coast of Vietnam. This event, whether perceived or real, was a pivotal moment, as it led to the US Congress passing the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution. This resolution, it's crucial to note, granted President Lyndon B. Johnson the authority to assist any Southeast Asian country whose government was considered to be jeopardized by what was termed communist aggression. The Gulf of Tonkin incident therefore served to legally justify the US involvement in the Vietnam War, transforming the conflict from a distant geopolitical concern to a direct American military engagement. So, the Gulf of Tonkin incident acted as a catalyst, leading to direct US involvement in the war. To summarize, the top 3 reasons behind the Vietnam War were the domino theory, a fear that the fall of one country to communism would set off a chain reaction; nationalism and decolonization, the struggle of the Vietnamese people to gain independence from colonial rule; and the Gulf of Tonkin incident, a pivotal moment that escalated American involvement. Understanding these reasons, we can better appreciate the complexities of history and the intricate web of events that shape our world.